Hi everyone, my name is Katie. Welcome to my page Red's Stitchery, and let's talk about cross stitching. Today we got our first official snowy day, so it's very dark and I am trying to figure out what kind of lighting to use. I also, if you can notice, in a completely different spot because I'm officially done all the cosmetic work with my craft room, and this is my new beautiful wallpaper that I am completely obsessed over. I am working on doing a little like a craft room tour, and there's still little things that needs to be finished, so when it's going to be done, I will show it to you, which I don't think it's ever going to be done, but I'm still missing on a work table. Like right now I have all my craft supplies around me, but I don't have actually a table where I can work on any of them, so that's missing. And like for example, I definitely want to try sewing, like basic stuff, and I don't have a table big enough, spacey enough that I can work with. There's a little cute corner with some crafty stuff that I found, like a little vintagey finds, the clock, the lamp, and this is something that I actually wanted to show you. So look what I did. This is magnetic board that technically you use for putting your pattern, and usually it comes with this type of magnets. So you put your pattern, you use these magnets to kind of watch your pattern. I don't use it for that because I have Cross Stitch Saga, but look what I did. I found this frame, I think it was Marshall or TJ Maxx. It does have this kind of vintagey vibe to it, and magnetic board almost fit perfectly in here. Be honest with you, I have to kind of shovel it in there. But now it's a frame where I keep all my needle minders. There's a little collection over there. This ones I just found on Amazon. Honestly, these buttons you can find like on AliExpress for super cheap, but the magnets in there are very strong. This ones I was able to find in Hobby Lobby. This one I was purchasing some kind of mystery box from cross stitch related mystery box from Etsy. This is from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and as for right now, as you can see, I don't have a big collection, but these needle minders are the best. I have two, one in use right now, one is sitting over here waiting for its turn. This magnet I actually found in secondhand store, and I was hoping that I will able to use it as a magnet, but the magnet is very weak. Like it's barely holding on this board, but I thought I will share with you. I don't know, probably somebody come up with it before, but I haven't seen it, so there we go. I have a magnetic needle minders board now, and it stands right here. I would say my craft room probably is not for everybody. I am that kind of person that I have to see everything that I have at once, otherwise I don't remember I have it. I will buy more, and it ends up being a disaster. If you watch my if you follow me on Instagram, you will see I posted about the needles. Let me show it to you. Needles I used to put in different boxes. I never had one box. I probably, when the vlog about the craft room will be ready, I will share you more my emotions about it, but it never was in one spot. Everything was always hidden, like in the boxes. And every time I go to the craft store, I buy needles or thinking about the needles because I don't have any. Look, this box is full of needles, different sizes, different purposes. And I will not be surprised if I will find it somewhere else. But this is a crazy amount. So the craft room is getting ready slowly. I do have a lot of like videos to put together for you to see, and I'm very excited about it. I have so many more ideas, but I will give it a time. I will give myself time to finish it, or at least get some kind of middle point, so you know, part one, if you will. But I am very excited, and I think I'm very lucky of having actually a full room dedicated to my crafts. I'm yeah, it's been a dream that come true. And back to my old location, because again, I don't have a table, but I definitely will need a table to show you my progresses. But before that, look what I found at the secondhand store. I kind of have to show it to you under the angle, otherwise it's blurry. So it's plastic, but it's a very good condition, and I think it looks very, very nice. I mean, if you framed anything ever, you know frames can be pricey, so when I saw it, I knew I have to have it. It has that burgundy mat in it and some kind of printed picture of the flowers. Anyway, gorgeous, beautiful, very happy with my find. The question I have for you, I have 2 dimensions kits in my mind that, let's be honest, probably sometime in the future I will purchase both of them. I haven't yet because it's dimensions, it will take forever. Both of them will take forever. Both of them have a lot of stitching to do. And if you watch my whole videos, I do have a lot that needs to be stitched. But when I saw that frame, I immediately thought about these 2 particular projects. So let me know which one you like more and which one will go better, but I will kind of explain my thoughts behind those. So the one with peonies, I think it's going to be perfect matchy-match. I mean, the size, by the way, I think both stitches on 18th count, and I think I'm going to change to the 16th, but about it a little bit later. But I think peony is going to be such a beautiful match. But the oriental one, I think that's the name of it, I think it's gonna pop the flowers more, and at the end it has like a border that matches, I think, at least on the picture, to the mat that comes on the frame, and I feel like it's gonna really bring it. And I also think that I can start my wall of kind of Asian cross stitching, like for example the Celestian Dragon by Teresa Wentzler will go beautiful with it, and kind of a couple more projects that I have in mind. So I honestly think I'm gonna go with the oriental one, but if you have different thoughts or if you strongly disagree, please let me know, because starting either one of those projects, it's a big commitment, and yeah, I just need to decide. Anyway, what about today's video? I am going to show you a little bit of my cross stitch progress. I don't have much projects to show you. I've been kind of concentrating on finishing project at a time. I've been, I guess the end of the year, everything kind of slows down, including myself. And I've been into just stitching only one project or working one project only, where before it was very normal for me to change the project every day. You know, I just follow wherever the mood is. And talking about committing to the big projects, I think right now I have around 30 whips, and at the beginning of the year I thought I'm okay with it, but now at the end of the year I'm still okay with it. But my taste is changing. In some of those projects, I don't see myself ever coming back, and they're like half done or fourth done. So I think next year plan is gonna be a little bit different. I will definitely work a lot on finishing what I already started, and definitely probably going half of the amount of the whips that I allow myself this year. But it was a fun experience, and who knows, maybe next year I will change my mind and I'll be like, hey, let's go to 50, but we'll see. So yeah, let's check out what I've been stitching. I thought I will start with a little bit of haul since I didn't do much, shockingly, I know. But I think this is new. This is by Dirty Annie's. I have lots of her patterns in my wish list on 1 2 3 Stitch, and I'm like, okay, one day I will order, one day. But when this came out, I knew immediately I have to have it. Look at him. Isn't it just adorable? You don't have to stitch background, I feel like, because why? But make it as a pin kip. Cute, adorable. I think there is a special floss required. Big Stay works, and I think it's for the background. So I didn't purchase it, but I did purchase the Rainbow Gallery, the gold one. I'm assuming the frame around him is stitching with this one. And another my purchase, which honestly, do I need it? No. Will I start it this year? Definitely no. But I couldn't resist. Sandy Orton, Color Designs, beautiful autumn sampler. They actually have full season, and I will purchase full seasons eventually for sure. And one of these seasons I will start it, and the idea would be to finish one project per season, which, or maybe in 1 year do like winter and summer, and the next year do spring and fall, because there's a lot of stitching and the preview doesn't justify whatsoever how gorgeous and beautiful this is. Autumn is my favorite season, including in this sample collections. I think autumn is the beautiful one, and I've been looking at lots of patterns what I can stitch this season. The seasons, like I want to stitch all the seasons by one design and one like line. Another one that I'm dreaming about is the Teresa Wentzler. She has a gorgeous season line, like so beautiful. 1 year I will start that one too. But this is a little bit of the haul that I've been doing. Also, I apologize behind all the noise. I do use the light. I also have to sit by the window, and it's so dirty and so slushy outside, and we do live almost by the main street, so you will definitely probably hear the cars, so I apologize for that. The biggest progress definitely I've made on my Lily Maiden by Teresa Wentzler. As you can see, I almost completely finished the middle part. I am working on this yellow frame that goes around it. Some back stitching has to be done, like and the leaves, but otherwise it's finished. Like all the crosses. My cats have a zoomies because they usually can go outside, but they don't want to today, so they be crazy. Teresa Wentzler, it's all about the blends. Very rarely there was a color that be used by itself. Lots of Kreinik, which I wonder if I can try to like not to make it focus so you can see the Kreinik. There we go. So lots of Kreinik in her wings. It's also in her dress, and I do believe the frame that's gonna go around it also be Kreinik in it. I put it on the frame, and honestly I want to stitch everything in a frame, and I think I told you that before. Fun fact, I actually found this frame in one of the boxes. I didn't even know I have it because somebody gifted to me, well actually it's the restaurant where I used to work, she gifted to me years ago. I mean probably 5 or 6 years ago, and I couldn't understand back then what it is. So I kept it because it's a present. I'm like, oh, maybe one day. So when I was unpacking all the boxes that I still had from moving a year ago, I found this frame. So the way it works, you basically, it has like, you slide the fabric between the split and the roll. You can roll with it. It has pretty good string to it. So I'm very happy that just like that, randomly, I found another frame. But since I have to do so much back stitching, and the frame around her, it's beautiful, and it needs, like, I need to see the full project in order to do it. I definitely will have to wash her afterwards, like all that dirt from the hoops is there, but it's all fixable, hopefully. But Lily Maiden is getting there, getting done. I think there's around 67% right now. I feel like if I done all the backstitch, it's definitely going to be like a quarter done, especially if I finish this golden frame. And then the background, it's basically just big crosses, like 9 by 9, I mean 3 by 3. And I feel like that will be very, very fast. And there's a gray frame that goes like this one right here, all around it, and there's 3 like 3 rows of crosses, more frame. This is the biggest progress I think I've had. Also want to show you the cranny. That's not important, but this is how I organize my Teresa Wentzler. This organizers is the best, and I did not fix the braids. I just kind of want to show you what's gonna look like. And I mean, I definitely probably should redone them and fix them, but I'm so close to the project, and I was interesting to me to see what's gonna happen to the braids, because I do use this a lot. And what I love about these organizers is that if I have a blend that I have a lot left and I know I will need it in the future, I just don't need it right now, I can just park my needle right here and it stays, and I'm very happy that I was able to find all those needles. Anyway, this is Teresa Wentzler, Lily Maiden. If you watch my flip through cross stitch magazines videos, you already have seen this one, but in my previous cross stitch updates I show you this heart. Look at that cranny, you can see it perfectly right now, all sparkling. This is Douglas Design Victorian Christmas ornaments. I made the heart. In my previous my previous cross stitch updates, I told you about the bow, and I was able to finish this one too. This one is cranic only and a back stitch, but there's a lot of back stitching, literally it's all over the place. And also 3 bells was stitched to the center. It was very fun to cut it all, and because it was very fun to cut it all, I ordered myself from AliExpress this cutting board. So this is craft board. I'm pretty sure you probably can find anything. It honestly, it looks like it's just a piece of plastic, but it costs cheap, like I think less than $2. And now I have something that I can cut all that I can cut all this paper on the special board without scaring that I'm gonna scratch something, because the outside part I definitely can stitch, I definitely can cut with the scissors, you know, but the inside part, like this ones, I had to cut with the craft knife or whatever you call them, and that was complicated because I didn't have a good, like I used stack of paper, but still, you know, when you cut it, I probably should, I don't know. Anyway, I ordered this board. So my next projects, I have something to cut it on, but 2 ornaments are ready. And they are super, super cute. I also purchased this cross stitch Treasures Beaded Mill Hill book, and I've never heard about it till I watched one of their Russian Flosstubers, and I feel like I need to share, and I feel like if you're into bead and mill hill, you need this book. It's absolutely gorgeous. I definitely gonna do the flip through in the future, but look at all of this, just absolutely beautiful. Look at that bear, isn't he the cutest? And I love stitch and mill hill. Look at this, absolutely gorgeous. Beads, beads, more beads. So in my future flip throughs, I'm definitely gonna show it to you, but I knew I bought something else. I just remember what it was. So that was one of the purchases. My light is keep dying on me because it's not charged all the way, so I have to use the flashlight, so the quality is gonna be a little bit down, and I apologize. But I even sit by the window and it's so dark outside. So anyway, this is the Gold Collection by Dimensions Snowflake Elegance Ornaments, and in the kit it comes with 18 count Ida. So that's the Ida it came with, and if you never stitched dimensions before, Ida in dimension is very stiff and hard, but that's not the reason why I didn't work with it. I'm actually very fine with it. I wanted, first of all, sparkle fabric, and I got it, but I did keep the count. So 18th count, so I got the 36, and this is opalescent white glare sheen. But what it is, even weave, Lugana, Belfast. I think it's a Belfast. If I will not forget, I will put in my description. But anyway, that's the name of it. My cat hair is all over the place already. But it's beautiful fabric with all that sparkles in it, and I thought it would be perfect match. The kit comes with this felt that you're supposed to put in the back, but I'm probably gonna do something different. And I just randomly started, and let me show you all the steps. So this is how the pattern looks like. It's okay, it's actually not the worst one. It's only the middle parts, especially like I'm stitching right now this one. It's definitely busy, but underneath each pattern they do bring the middle piece up front, also because it has the back stitching in it. And that's nice. So they have a big full pattern and just a little part of the small pattern in the bottom. That helps a lot. I also used this type of the organizers, and I don't know why I didn't braid this side, but braided this one. And that's my favorite way to organize my projects. I copy the symbols, not the numbers, and this way I can just keep stitching without looking into the chart all the time, meaning the key. And here is my start. You cannot really see white on white, but I mean the original Ida was white also, and I'm pretty sure as soon as done all that blue stitch and half stitch around it, that snowflake really will stand out. Like right here, the stitching is done, but the sparkle is still peeking through, and I love it. And you know, the ornament has a space. The ornament also have like a space around it, so the sparkle will stay. And here is my progress so far. I do have cross stitch saga for it, and one toy, particular this one, it's almost like 2,000 stitches. So there is a lot of work. There's a lot of work in just one of these ornaments. A lot of work, but I think it's totally worth it. I think the result's going to be absolutely beautiful. And the lights keep dying on me. Oh no. Anyway, I think the result's going to be absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful, totally worth it. And the light is dead, but this way you definitely can see all those gorgeous, beautiful sparkles. And I do like the colors of the two, the opalescent one. I think it's matching perfectly with these ornaments. And finally, to the finish, I also kept it as it is, the way I organize it, just to show you. In this case, the braids hold perfectly, and look how many leftovers is there. There's some, like for example this color, they put only one ply at it, and I have only like one floss left. You know, definitely not enough for the next stitching, but I love keeping the floss in my stash just in case if I ever find a pattern and I want to use the actual original dimensions floss. But the braids, they were great. I mean, they're not as pretty as they were at the beginning, but I think it's still in a very good condition, and I just really recommend this idea of keeping dimensions floss. I apologize, I did not iron or wash this project yet. In my previous cross stitch updates, I told you that as for right now, I mean, my craft room is ready, but I have no space in my new room to keep the finished project nice and organized. So I don't wash them yet. I'm gonna just do one big wash at the end of the year when I'm gonna show you all my finished projects in this year. And as I told you before, this project is for my mom. She picked it. She really wanted me to stitch her some wine, and she picked this one, and it was very fun to stitch. It's Gold Collection Petite. It does stitch on an 18th count, and I kept it on an 18th because it says petite, but I don't think I'm ever gonna stitch anything bigger than that on an 18th count, because oh my god, my stitching is so uneven, especially like right here on top, but just gonna ignore it. Fun part was right here, I actually used the coating method. When it's not back stitching, it's literally you laying the floss the way you want it to be, and then you take another floss with another needle and you hold it to the place, so it's more elegant and more detailed. Same over here. So instead of making it square, you know, like if it was if I would follow the idea, I will be more square, when this way it can be more character, more cursive. Otherwise, it was very easy to stitch. It was very easy to stitch. I told you before that in the beginning of my at the beginning of my relationship with dimensions, I was not a fan of the pattern. The very first project that I stitched, the pattern, it was a nightmare, and I still think it was. I think they need to redo it. However, this pattern, it's very easy to read. It's very logical. Your eye is catching everything. I had no problems with it whatsoever. So if you like this, hi Maisa. If you like this kit, but you've heard mixed opinions about dimensions, this one I would say definitely yes. You are going to enjoy it, especially if you have a little bit more experience in cross stitching. But this is what it kind of looks like. Dimensions, it's all about half stitching, and because it's a petite and it's stitched on an 18th count, the biggest amount of the floss in one stitch was 3. It was in a half stitch with a dark green. Other dimensions kit I stitched, for example, the very first one, it's the garden gate with a cat in it. That one had, for example, the black, I was supposed to stitch with a half stitch with the 6 flosses, so the full ply of it. So this one, it's not difficult at all, but in the future I will probably definitely change to the 16th count, just to have a little bit more smoother and nicer stitches. But the farther you look on this project, I think the prettier it looks. But I think it is absolutely beautiful, and dimensions have a beautiful work done by showing a dimension in their project. And again, my light is dead. I am so sorry. I cannot keep recharging it. I simply have no time. Anyway, this is the finish. I literally just finished it on Monday, I think. And was very fun, very pretty, very easy, very fast project. I started at the 1st of September, so it took me around 2 months. Obviously didn't stitch it every day, but once a week I was taking it, and it was a lot of fun. Well, that was it. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. This whole time I've been debating either I should say it or not, and I think I should, because I have an idea and I feel like I need to commit to it to achieve it. Anyway, every year I watch YouTube, my favorite part is the Christmas time and people doing the Vlogmas. I absolutely love watching those, better. I don't know if you feel the same. So I have this idea. I think I want to make a little Vlogmas, but about cross stitching. I have a list of ideas that I want to film, and it's gonna be fun. But I thought, if you have any questions, if you have any ideas, if you want me to film something particular, please let me know in the comments so I can make more content that you're actually interested, not just me having fun. And also, I kind of have idea for Q&A, cross-stitch related, me personally related. If it's not too personal and I'm ready to share, I'm more than happy to answer those questions. Kind of like, you know, let you want me more. But so let me please let in the comments, please let me know in the comments, how do you like this idea? As for right now, I have around, like, I think the Vlogmas, I'm going to do it every other day, posting a video till Christmas time. I already have so many ideas, and I don't want to say I'm gonna post every single day because I don't think I'm ready to commit to that yet. I think that's a lot of filming to do, but every other day, I think I will be able to do it because the video doesn't have to be big, and I have a couple ideas that I would love to share with you and a lot to show you. But anyway, let me know in the comments, what do you think? Also, please let me know which of the dimensions kit I should go in that frame. I do see flowers there. At first I thought about Mirabilias, because you know it's pretty big one, and Mirabilia is usually pretty big, but I love how it's the print of the bouquet there right now, and I think I want to keep it that way. I just want to stitch something instead of that printout. So yeah, thank you so much for spending your time with me. I will see you next week, and let me know in the comments your thoughts about the Vlogmas idea. Happy stitching, happy week, I'll see you next one.